Hello everyone. This is Sai Praveen along with my teammates Vamsi and Saifi, and here to present our project on CS 593, that is Agile Software Engineering. And here in this presentation, we'll be taking you through the fundamentals of Agile methodology and its main methods, the founding principles, why it was created, why the Agile was created, and why it became so popular, and fundamentals of Agile methodology and Agile versus waterfall and methodologies in Agile like Scrum, Kanban, DSDM, etc., and Agile team, where we are see who are present in a typical Agile team, what are their designations, and in which positions they work, and sprint fundamentals. Yes, sprint fundamentals, where we can see the sprint in Agile planning, checkings, and reviews, and sprint cycles and backlogs in Agile. How are they dealt in the system in Agile software industry? And now, real world examples of the Agile in software development or IT industry, and SWOT analysis, that is a strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats, and Agile project management tool, and references we used in this for this project. And in conclusion, now coming to the key principles of the Agile methodology. Yes, founding principles. Agile methodology was developed to improve the software development by addressing the problems of traditional waterfall method. And executives in the industry recognized that many projects were failing or taking too long to complete. Now, Agile focuses on delivering the software that requires that works and meets customers' requirements rather than spending too much excessive time on planning and documentation, which is still important. But the main goal is to create a functional software that can be tested, reviewed, and improved. Now, coming to the agile principles, now focus on people and teamwork. Yes, it is important for individuals to work together and communicate, improve and communicate. Sorry. Well, to achieve the best results. Now, deliver valuable software frequently. To provide working software to the customers early and regularly so that they can start using it and give feedback. Now, and embrace change, to be open to the changes and the requirements and priorities, and adapt quickly to meet the evolving needs of the customers and the market. And collaborate with customers. It involves means involving the customers and stakeholders in a development process to understand the needs and incorporate them into the software, and build motivated teams. Creating an environment that supports and encourages the team members so that they feel motivated to do their best work. Use effective communication. Prioritize face-to-face conversations and regular interactions to promote understanding and collaboration. Measure progress through working software. Through working software, assess a progress by looking at the actual software developed, produced, rather than relying only on the documents or the plans. Maintain a sustainable base. Okay, yes. Avoid overburdening the team with excessive workloads and short deadlines. And even though it, because it not only it won't sustain in long term, it will harness the it will be a hurdle to the productivity of the team in long run. And strive for the excellence. Aim for the high quality software by emphasizing good quality, good design, technical skills, and continuous improvement. Keep things simple. Focus on simplicity and minimize the unnecessary complexity, and in order to maximize the efficiency and effectiveness. Uh, em- Empower the self-organizing teams. Enable the teams to make decisions and solve the problems on their own, and promote autonomy and ownership. Reflect and adapt. Yes, regular review progress and a process to find areas for improvement and make necessary changes. These are the some of the agile principles we can see. Now coming to the yes, waterfall versus agile. Waterfall is generally considered as a traditional software development methodology. Before Agile was popular, most of the software companies use waterfall methodology for their software development process. And now, yes, Agile and waterfall are the two different ways to develop a software, software development. And in agile development is done in small steps called sprints or iterations. That is, it is a iteration is a repetitive process of individual tasks. So it is if each process or each iteration, each sprint involves on its own planning, development, testing, and delivering a working software increment. Feedback from the customer is taken into account through the process, and Agile is flexible and can handle the changes in requirements. It allows for the frequent adjustments and improvements, so the team can quickly respond to the customer feedback and market changes. Uh, Agile involves the customers and stakeholders through the development process. Regular interactions and feedback ensures that the software meets their needs and expectations. Agile promotes continuous learning and improvement, regular retrospectives, and help identify the areas which are needed to be improved and refined in the development process. Now, coming to the waterfall. In waterfall methodology, in development happens in a linear sequence. Like as we see in earlier in the picture, it only has, I mean, it has these phases: requirement, design, implementation, testing, and maintenance, one after the other. It only happens in such a way that it is only after the designing requirements gathering phase is done, the development is started. Only when the development is finished, the testing is started. So it takes much longer time in general. The customer's involvement is much more limited, and they are only approached at the time of the early in the process at regular requirements gathering phase only. There are few opportunities for the feedback and or the involvement throughout the development process. Waterfall is less adaptable to the changes, and if there is a requirement change in the middle of the process, the development process, it causes much more longer delays and significant rework was necessary. Now coming to the agile methodologies, Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming, and yes, dynamic systems development method, and DSDM, feature driven development, FDD. These are the agile methodologies. Scrum is a popular methodology, agile methodology. It uses the short time periods called sprints for iterative and incremental development. Scrum teams have specific roles like product owner, Scrum master, development team. They have regular meetings like daily stand-ups, sprint planning and reviews and retrospectives. Now, Kanban is visual system for managing work. It uses board with columns representing different stages of work. Work items move across the board as they progress. Kanban focuses on continuous flow of work and limits the amount of work in the process to improve efficiency and responsiveness. Now, coming to the extreme programming, it is an agile methodology that values quick feedback and continuous testing and fast delivery. It promotes practices like pair programming, test driven development. It's really important. TDD and continuous integration and frequent releases. It also emphasizes on customer involvement and collaboration. Now, DSDM, Dynamic Systems Development Method. It is an agile methodology for fast software delivery. It emphasizes time bound development, teamwork, and prioritizing the business value. DSDM has specific roles, phases, and practices to ensure successful project delivery. Now, feature driven development. It is also a agile methodology that focuses on planning, designing, and development features. It breaks the development into shorter iterations called feature sets, and each targeting a specific feature. FDD emphasizes domain modeling, feature driven design, and regular review. Now, coming to the changing requirements, tools and procedures used in the user to control change within a product and its team are called change management, referred to as change management. You must break down the concept of change management into two parts. One is change and project management. Anything that transforms or affects project tasks, processes, structures, or even the job functions is considered a change. And coming to the project management, it involves the overseeing a team and monitoring their activities to achieve the project goals. The change management involves a project manager and dedicated team that ensures successful implementation of change in practices to meet the project objectives. Now, time boxing. Yes. Time boxing, it is a project management technique used in different methodologies, including Agile, to set specific time periods called time boxes for a specific completing a task. With time boxing, a fixed duration is assigned to a particular task or iteration. For instance, in Agile, like Scrum, time box is often called a sprint. Typically lasts for 2 to 4 weeks, and each time box has a predefined objectives or goals that must be accomplished within the time allocated time. Now, the team understands and works towards these objectives to have clear direction. Now, time boxing requires a discipline from the team to stay focused, avoid expanding the scope, and deliver require results on time. The team must manage their time effectively, and prioritize tasks and make adjustments as needed to meet the time box goals. Now, these are the stages in a short-term delivery development models. And coming to the main phases, yes, in the just give me a sec. Agile, the software development lifecycle (SDLC) is it has several stages, and as we can see here, these are some of the stages in an software development lifecycle of Agile through Agile. Now, planning, design, development, testing, release, and maintenance. Now, here in the planning phase, the development team and the product owner choose important user stories from the product backlog for the next sprint. They break down these user stories into smaller tasks and estimate the effort needed to complete them. And design, the business analyst evaluates the requirements and estimates how much work their team can handle. The development, this is when the actual coding and building of the software takes place. The development team works on selected user stories and collaborating closely to the implementing the required features. This happens in short iterations called sprints, typically lasting for 1 to 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, yeah, something like that. And testing phase. In the testing phase, it is the testing team that checks up with the complete how completed work so far, and they will check if there is um, anything which is required to add upon, or how good the so far developed product is working. And here are some of the other stages: release and maintenance. Maintenance is last. Okay. maintenance is the last phase of Agile. In this, the client evaluates the work in production and sends the feedback if they want any changes or if there is a change in requirement as well. It is then the client will be sending that message to the team. And here is the backlog management. And the backlog management is nothing but if there is a portion of work which is unfinished, it will be propagated to the next phase or next sprint. And how it is done is shown in it is considered as backlog management. So here, the rest of the presentation will be uh, said, explained by my teammate, Vamsi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor.